Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So it must be a day that ends in Y because we're dealing with another situation where Twitter users are treating fictional characters better than real life human beings. So your trending tab might have looked like this the past couple of days with phrases like Ninjamuffin, Friday Night Funkin', Newgrounds, and Hatsune Miku. Well, for today's story, all of these things are going to be relevant because an individual named Ninjamuffin has been accused of some very serious things across multiple Twitter threads. Now, this is the person who is responsible for the coding of the game Friday Night Funkin', so let's look at one of the threads accusing him of some pretty serious stuff. They are implying that he has literal CP in his Twitter likes. Now, you can see there's supposed evidence linked below. This is a very serious allegation. Do you guys think it's actually real? Of course not. This is Twitter. So here's the actual proof that this person is committing felonies, that they have literal CP in their likes. It is a picture of Hatsune Miku. Okay? I get it. The dogs are out on this photo, but this is their proof of literal CP, which of course they reposted. You know, that's another story. But a lot of people are pointing out that this is in fact illegal material because Hatsune Miku is like 16 years old. Well, this is another situation where people are caring about the ages of fictional characters. If you think it's weird to have a character like Hatsune Miku in your likes, that's fine. You're entitled to that. But to act like that's the equivalent of real CP is ridiculous. And to try to act like the concept of age applies the same way in fiction as it does in reality doesn't make any sense when you think about Miku, who has been 16 years old since 2007. She has been 16 years old longer than these glue sniffers have been alive, okay? But anyways, the account that shared that initial thread has been rightfully suspended. This should happen more often with people making slanderous threads about people over fictional content. But the damage was done. A lot of people were harassing Ninjamuffin and accusing them of terrible things, where they would make this reply on Twitter, which is obviously mocking the situation with the Pickle Rick meme here. I mean, yeah, that's kind of a good move because the absurdity of the situation. This guy is being accused of horrible things over having pictures of Hatsune Miku in their Twitter likes. And we saw some people extending upon that saying, Ninjamuffin, how the hell are you going to address those allegations of having not safe for work of minors in your likes? And then the Pickle Rick meme here. But to give you an idea of how disingenuous these people are, they're posting these supposed CP to show how bad of a person Ninjamuffin is. In fact, by their own logic, they're doing worse than Ninjamuffin. Ninjamuffin simply liked this image. You're going here, screenshotting it, and then redistributing it to all of your followers. By your own standards, you're doing worse than Ninjamuffin, but these people are either completely not self-aware or they know that and they're just being disingenuous. However, this was one of the most liked replies to Ninjamuffin's tweet. It says, Ninjamuffin getting caught liking CP. And then after getting bashed by some people and getting a lot of attention, they say, okay, so I wasn't expecting this to blow up as much as it did. I just like to say that this is a shitpost and wasn't supposed to be taken this seriously. It's just weird for him to like lewd art of characters that are canonically minors. Yeah, I've been saying this in every single video about these sorts of topics, and Twitter will deny it happens, but like I always say, it is perfectly valid to find these sorts of things gross, weird, what have you. That is your right. You're completely entitled to it. The line is, however, you don't get the justification to go out there and start slandering people over fictional content. And you definitely don't have the right to start watering down terms like CP to something that it's not. Like, oh, I don't know, pictures of Hatsune Miku. Now, this was the most popular tweet to come out of this situation. We're going to be talking about this for a while. So this is one of those accounts that is interaction starved. They go after every single controversy. If they had to log out of Twitter for 24 hours, they would go into withdrawal. So they made this tweet with 46,000 likes saying, this is hands down the worst response to people calling you out for having porn of minors in your likes. And of course they would word this way because if they worded it correctly, based on what's actually happening, it would be a lot less interesting sounding. So if they said, this is hands down the worst response to people calling you out for having a picture of Hatsune Miku in your Twitter likes, that wouldn't get as much attention on social media because they are implying that Ninjamuffin is a predator and that they have literal CP in their likes. And of course, like I just mentioned with the last person, watering down terms like pedophilia and CP to pictures of Hatsune Miku is only working to the benefit of actual predators because people are continuing to not take those words as seriously because of tweets like this. And imagine, like, how do you think actual victims of abuse feel seeing some clout goblin like this on Twitter reducing their abuse to something like pictures of Hatsune Miku? And also people point out the very strange nature of the amount of likes on this tweet, but the low number of replies, and the fact that the replies have very low numbers of likes on them. It suggests that this tweet might have been botted as well. But anyways, we're going to move on because they would double down. They use the actual thread with the picture of Hatsune Miku we looked at earlier in the video as proof of all these claims. And this user said, you should be charged with slander to be sure, where they say, I said nothing but objective facts, but okay. But anyways, you can see other quotes to this saying, responding to pedophilia accusations with Pickle Rick might be the craziest thing I've ever seen. Does that tweet sound familiar? It's basically the same thing we just read. All of these people are just stealing and leeching their own tweets from each other just to get likes on Twitter. It's like literally the human centipede of content. They're just shitting the same tweets back around again and again, and you get this boring stuff like this. Here's another one saying, shut up, I'll kill you, with 3,500 likes. This person's saying you're a child diddler, and it'd be pretty crazy if you asked this person, what's the proof? And they had to sit there and tell you, Hatsune Miku. Here's another person saying, will you address your likes, bro? You know what? A lot of people talking about likes, okay? We know the shtick on my channel is your likes are public, okay? And they're trying to do that in this situation. It's just not properly done. But let me give you an example of how easy it is to apply these standards these people want to do to themselves. Okay, here's just a random tweet in the quotes saying, you liked poontang of children. Okay, 1 second look in your likes. Here's 2 minors kissing in your likes. Do you deserve the same treatment that Ninjamuffin is getting? I think you would feel differently if people applied those standards back to you. But anyways, a lot of the proof also boils down to people just saying that he's a porn addict. You know, if pedo has lost all meaning on Twitter, porn addict is in the second place position. That means absolutely nothing these days. So this person says, we should have known from the start Ninjamuffin was a huge porn addict because he's got this thing in his room. He ain't even trying to hide it. And they gave us a zoom in here. You might recognize this. This is just an album cover from a Slime Girls album. That's it. That's proof that someone has a full-fledged porn addiction, which, by the way, by definition would mean your addiction's so bad you can't even do basic functions in life. That's what they think this is by having a picture of this album cover in their room. And here's another very crazy example. So this person quoted saying he'd rather be Epstein than finish the damn game. Once again, Twitter proving that they have absolutely no idea what Epstein was about and his crimes. You think Epstein was known for liking pictures of Hatsune Miku? No, it was the fact that he operated an entire island dedicated to sex trafficking children. Those things are not the same, and once again, you're watering down terms for what? Likes on Twitter? But remember this person, okay? Here's their likes. So they said that, and then liked a tweet saying this, saying, can people stop exaggerating what he did and say he liked CP? Like, what he did was weird, but please don't say that he liked literal CP. Right after they called him Epstein, he liked this tweet. These people are either, again, super disingenuous or they have zero self-awareness. It's hard to determine which one it is. But moving on, that original thread from earlier with the large amount of likes, they got hit with a community note this morning. And it basically says this. There is no evidence that Ninjamuffin liked or shared CP. CP is prohibited on Twitter per its sexual exploitation policies. The like tweet in question, not having been removed from Twitter, indicates that no such content was part of said user's likes. Now, a lot of people in this situation would get community noted, see this, and everyone making fun of them and rightfully criticizing them, and they would just take the L, right? They would just take the L, delete the post. They committed slander. They got caught doing it. Everyone's making fun of them. They would just take the L and leave. Well, this user did not. They actually went in front of their 50,000+ followers and told them to basically vote down this community note by saying that the note is simply speculation and misses key points and is irrelevant and is argumentative or bias. Yeah, that's disgusting. So you're going to try to silence people exposing the truth behind your lies? I mean, that's all they got. Like, it just shows these people have zero accountability, zero self-awareness. They don't care about kids. They don't care about protecting kids. They would rather try to slander someone over this stuff and continue to water down terms like pedophilia to something it's not, once again, to the aid of actual predators. And you see people like this making some quotes saying, I was concerned since I thought they were liking literal CSEM. Turns out it was just Hatsune Miku. I think we should start suing people with big platforms for spreading false accusations. And once again, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens one day. These people are basically asking for it. It's just a matter of whether someone wants to go through the legal process of doing this, because I don't think you have to be a lawyer to understand what's happening here is slander. I think we all know that, but that's the situation right now. Very crazy stuff, but nothing unexpected from Twitter these days. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please share all of your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.